Welcome to another episode of the Intoxicated Sports Report. He's Emerson. I'm Gage. This is a ISR After Dark.
Yes, we're back to this one. This version.
It's 8 o'clock. It's pretty late.
8
This is
o'clock.
pretty late for us.
It is.
Do you want to explain why we're doing this so late?
Yeah, man, we got after it yesterday. We did some damage at one of our favorite spots in Napa. Don
Perico's. Don Perico's.
Free advertisement for you guys, by the way.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, we racked up a nice tab. That was some good fun.
Oh,
Nice to get out.
There was don't freak out. There was like 8 of us there. You know what I
there
mean?
was 8 of us.
And we were being that table.
Yeah.
You know that table when you go to a restaurant and they're really loud and obnoxious? That's who we were.
Yeah, that was us.
That's usually how we are
Yeah.
at all times.
I didn't feel bad for anybody because we
Absolutely not.
we paid for
Those guys
for
were
that noise. Yeah.
Those guys were loving us.
Yeah,
The people working
absolutely.
were loving us for sure. Drinking a couple caddies, Cadillac
Oh, the
margaritas.
Cadillacs were on deck.
Some of the girls got Corona Ritas,
Mhm.
which when they bring it out, it's just it's
Yeah,
a trip.
Yeah.
You know, it's a fishbowl with a Corona in it. You know what I mean?
It looks like death.
And you feel like death in the morning. I'm sure. I don't think I've ever had one.
I've tasted one. I don't think they're good, honestly, but some people are.
Really?
Yeah.
What don't you? I mean, it's pretty much just
It's
margaritas
just
and beer.
margarita and beer together just doesn't. Yeah, I'd rather drink them separate.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I didn't have any food.
Yeah, I had a half of a quesadilla. That was it. That was the only food that was bought, and then of course chips and salsa.
Chips and salsa has to come with.
And if you don't know about the green salsa at Don P's, you got to get the green salsa.
I didn't know about it until yesterday.
Really?
I don't think so.
I mean, I didn't find out about it until recently either. But that stuff is.
It was good.
It's actually got chicken in it.
No, the one I got
It's
had a
hot.
fat piece of chicken in it.
Yeah, it's
And I was
awesome.
like, all right, cool. It's like a meal within itself.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. What are we drinking? You made us some nice cocktails today.
Yeah, we're doing
tonight.
bourbon sidecar.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Emerson's got his
Sick-ass Niner
lame
glass.
Niner glass. I shouldn't even got that for you. I don't know why I did.
I know this thing's beautiful. Didn't you say you have a cowboy version of this too? Yeah.
I used to. I think it broke in the earthquake.
Oh, bummer.
It looked exactly the same.
With the
It's a-
stripes and
The
everything.
stripes and everything.
Nice.
Broke in the earthquake. So RIP to that glass. I do think about it often.
Oh man,
So it's a pretty dry week for sports.
it was. Yeah.
So we're gonna be stretching on this one a lot.
Yep. We have brought Q&A back though.
Yes,
Which was very necessary.
we needed it because this podcast would have lasted about probably 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'd give it that about.
So we got our local sports. We got the Daytona was on Sunday.
On Sunday,
It was about 6 hours late,
Yep.
but it happened.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of baseball news, a little bit of football news.
Mhm.
You know, the usual. You guys know how it goes.
Yep. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
So the Warriors, they took 3 out of 4 games this week.
Look at your Warriors.
look at my boys
Look
go.
At your boys go.
They're still just keep hovering around 500, 15 and 13 now, 8th in the West. They could be a playoff team. We'll see how it goes. We're about 1/3 of the way through.
You called it, or
Yeah.
you called them making the playoffs.
I did.
I didn't.
I did.
I didn't think
yeah.
it was a shot. A shot in hell.
I mean, if Steph Curry wasn't playing, outrageously well,
Yeah.
they may not be in the same
They'd
position.
probably be a lottery team again.
Yeah. But yeah, they're looking pretty nice.
You know who's not? My Sacramento Kings. They're not looking good. I like how on this you put Kings return to earth.
They won 4 in a row and they
Lost
lost 4
for
in a row.
This is just classic Kings. I
Yeah.
knew it was too good to be true. They bring you up and they just bring you right back
Yeah.
down. I mean, they're still 11th in the West. I'm not. There's still plenty of basketball to be played.
Catch fire again, and I'll be right back in it.
And that's saying something in the tough Western Conference.
Yeah, the West is. It's so funny how the West is consistently better than the East every year, at least depth wise.
And then LeBron going to Lakers didn't help.
Yeah, of
It
course.
totally just unbalanced everything.
Yeah, at least KD's over there now.
Yeah, the Kings aren't gonna make the playoffs. If they did, it'd be a miracle.
I could see them maybe getting into that little plan
Yeah.
series, but we'll see.
Like I said, I want to wear my jersey.
Yeah.
Give me a reason, Kings. Give me a fucking reason.
So both the Warriors and Kings next game will be against the Heat. The Warriors are playing them tomorrow. Kings on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that's not the Celtics did that too. I think they played them back Warriors and Kings back to back earlier this year.
It's probably part of the whole idea because they
Yeah.
want
Keep them
as
travel
less
down.
travel as possible.
Yeah.
Our Sharkies, they returned home this week.
Finally,
It's been a while.
back in the tank.
Back in the tank. Santa Clara is finally getting their shit together.
Yeah.
Man, they're playing all right.
Yeah, they split their couple games in LA before returning home. on Saturday. They lost to Vegas on Saturday, which sucks. But are we surprised? Vegas is on fire.
I was gonna say, why is Vegas is just one of those teams I'm gonna start disliking.
I know.
Like a lot soon.
I mean, I'll hand it to them and the NHL for not making this one of those expansion franchises that just is miserable for years. Right up.
That's cool.
They made it, possible for them to be successful. And honestly, all the guys they picked up in the expansion draft just were gems.
And I don't think even the NHL expected
No.
their first season to go the way it did.
No way.
Not a chance,
No
right?
way. But yeah, good for them, I guess. But at the same time, they're still our rivals. So
God, it's just like they got to be. I mean, I know you've watched hockey longer than I have, but
Yeah.
they got to be up there with the Ducks right now when it comes to
they're
hating
close.
teams.
They're close. I
Are
mean, it's kind of like right now. It's kind of in the way like when the Niners and Seahawks had their run. Like I never really cared about the Seahawks until they were
Until they started playing Niners
and they were
important
both
games.
good at the same time. Yeah, exactly.
Do you hate the Kings a lot? The LA Kings?
Yeah, I don't like the Kings either.
Gotcha.
But
They
the
got
Ducks,
They got clean uniforms though.
I'll give them that.
They're basic, but they're clean as well.
Yeah. The Ducks though, they're number one. And speaking of the Ducks, Sharks got them last night.
Ooh, let's go.
That was huge.
What was the score?
3-2.
3-2.
Pretty solid game.
Nice.
I think John Leonard scored his first career goal, which was cool.
John Leonard?
Yeah.
Isn't he in the Beatles?
Funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sharks are now 6-7-1 on the year. They've kind of just been pretty stagnant. 6th in the West.
Middle of the pack.
Got to get up to number 4 to make the playoffs. So
Yeah.
it's a long way to go. Long way to go.
Long
We
way.
got 56 games this year, so we're only a quarter of the way through that.
Cool.
They're going to St. Louis on Thursday to play the Blues.
The Blues are
And
good.
The Blues are good, yeah.
Blues are good.
Don't expect anything, Sharks fans.
Are you gonna tell the fans about your Martin Jones jersey that you got?
Yeah. We'll get into that later. We'll talk about some sports apparel in last call.
Cool.
Also, the A's have bolstered their bullpen. They're bringing back Yusmeiro Petit, and they also signed old giant Sergio Romo, both
Wow.
1-year deals. So, kind of cool that Sergio's coming back to the Bay Area.
Bolstered, not blistered or
Mm.
blostered. When I first read this, for some reason I thought it said blostered.
It's like
It's been a long day for your
It's-
boy.
it's-
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Just let me be.
these last 24 hours have been something else.
Every time, I think I've mentioned this before, but whenever I see Yusmeiro Petit's name or see him, I think of that almost perfect game
Oh
that he
my
had.
God.
I think I want to say it was, top 9, maybe 2 outs left.
It was-
2 outs.
It was. He had 1 out to go before,
And the guy got a base hit.
and it was like Pence. If he would have dove, he wouldn't have got it. But you just always want to think like, what
Yeah.
if, because I think Jock in right in front of him.
Yeah,
That would have been a hell of a way to end a perfect game on a diving catch like that.
hell yeah. I just remember I remember watching the game and like them bringing his wife down
Oh, yeah.
because I thought it was
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Yep.
And then it got a base hit and it was just like, fuck.
Yeah. But at least he finished it off on the next.
At least
drive.
Hunter Pence should at least tried.
I know it feels like
So maybe it could have been an error, maybe.
yeah.
So they get the no hitter at the least.
Yeah, diving never draws an error.
No, but
Unfortunately.
that is funny that Sergio Romo is going to be on the A's.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean he kind of had some rough years after he left the Giants, but he's kind of returned to being a pretty solid reliever.
He was decent for the Twins.
Yeah,
right?
he was good with the Twins, absolutely. And
I thought.
Tampa Bay, he was okay there too.
Gotcha. Was he there?
Not for long. It was like a couple years ago.
Oh, so he wasn't there for the World Series teams. Like
Yeah.
he was on the Twins before, just now.
Yeah.
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 Gotcha.
Yep. All right, moving on to some other sports news.
I gotta say, this half cocktail is already getting to my brain.
It's just recharging your batteries.
Feel like a new man. Feeling like a new man.
Uh,
Yeah, so we got some bad news, Dodger related. Justin Turner's gonna
he's back.
still be on the Dodgers.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. We kind of knew that was going to happen, right?
This dude flat out rakes in the postseason.
He does.
He does.
Yeah, I was looking at his numbers and I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to mention any numbers today because it's you already know. If
He's
you
good.
watch Justin Turner play baseball, you know he's good.
He's just, and if you don't know Justin Turner, he's the one Dodger who has the pine tar on his back all the time from his bat.
Yeah. And he looks like, he's just got the long red hair and the big red beard.
Yeah, we actually.
Who does he look like? Oh, yeah, he looks like that guy we saw at Bottom Rock.
I was just gonna say that.
Or
And
vice versa.
We actually watched the Foo Fighters of Justin Turner.
We did, yeah. That was so, I mean, he
Weird.
had to be playing, he had to do that on purpose.
Oh, well, yeah, he had the Dodger hat on,
Yeah.
the long red hair, and the beard, just like
Yeah,
Justin
and
Turner
he
has.
was pasty white. Just, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess most redheads
Most
are.
redheads are, yeah. But I remember we even talked and we shot the shit. Like we're like, hey, does anybody tell you you look like Justin Turner? He's like, yeah, a lot. I'm like, well, you're rocking the hat, so
he was asking for it.
yeah, funny though, for sure. Yeah, I mean, if I'm a Dodger fan, I'm stoked. He's good.
Yeah, he's raked ever since he came to LA. He was kind of just like a nobody platoon player with the Mets, and then of course, let's just come to LA and start raking and destroying the Giants.
Love it.
Love that.
Love it.
Love that.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. Dodgers are fucking.
Yeah.
There's a powerhouse now.
Yeah, they got an all-star team as their all-star pitching staff.
Literally, that whole team could easily make the all-star team. You know what? Oh yeah, I'm gonna save it for baseball season. I was gonna make a bold prediction, but we don't have any booze in here right now.
What were we gonna say? Cy Young winner come out? And,
No.
You're just gonna wait.
It's not even really that bold, but it's just more of a statement.
Dodgers won't win the World Series.
No, they're gonna have the most all-stars of all in one season.
No, it's fair. So the next thing we're talking about
Yeah, moving on from baseball.
was very surprising to me. J.J. Watt being released
Yeah,
by the Texans.
yeah, that was interesting.
I didn't see this coming. I mean, he's a little older. What
I'm
is he?
surprised he got released. I thought they would just trade him.
Yeah,
And I
get
heard
something
that.
for him.
Yeah, I heard that they did get offers, but maybe they were just so.
He's over it.
Yeah,
The Texans are just seeming to blow everything up.
the city of Houston is just crumbling.
Yeah, they lost
James Harden, Russell Westbrook.
J.J. Watt.
J.J.
They're
Watt.
gonna lose Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
They lost Springer.
Springer. Yep.
It's not
Do we
good.
have any other sports teams that are missing?
Houston, I think that's
Yeah.
pretty much about it.
Yeah.
Where do you think he's gonna end up?
So yeah,
Or,
so
like-
far the Steelers, Bills, Browns, and Titans are showing interest. I don't know. I feel like the Packers makes a lot of sense.
Wisconsin.
Going
boy.
back home to Wisconsin,
Yeah.
they could definitely use a pass rusher, or just a defensive lineman, anyways.
I think it'd be really cool to see him play with his brothers in Pittsburgh.
That would be pretty cool.
I'm sure his family would want that.
Yeah, I don't really feel like they need him though, but I mean I could see it.
I mean, obviously, it'd be cool with him going to the Cowboys, just
Yeah.
saying, but I don't think that will happen.
I like that the Bills are interested because they could definitely use him. I
Yeah.
think that would be a nice addition.
I
Help them
think
compete
the
with the Chiefs.
Bills are in the win now.
Oh, absolutely.
Like they're,
Yeah.
I think
I also see the Browns as a definite fit.
Browns, yeah.
Yeah, Browns and Titans for that matter. I mean, even though the Steelers are interested, I don't necessarily, other than the fact that the other brothers play there. I don't know.
I definitely see him being like a Mike Vrabel guy.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
just definitely like just tough as nails,
Yeah.
like no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like would you want him on the Niners?
Oh, yeah,
well, I know
absolutely.
you probably would want him.
Yeah, I don't. There's no way they'd be able to fit him in. I don't think, but that would be a nice guy to have.
Yeah.
You could kind of play that, almost that Justin Smith. When him and Alden Smith were there, he could be with him and
That was
Bosa.
ridiculous.
Oof, dude, him and Bosa on the same defensive line. Goodness.
Forget about it.
And Armstead. Fuck. If only he still had Buckner, man. Good God.
Yeah. Good
Another
God.
conversation for another day.
Daytona,
Daytona,
like we
baby.
said, was on Sunday.
What a race.
It was supposed to be at noon. I came over here to watch it.
It ended at like 9 p.m.
Ironically,
Pacific time?
I left this house at 6.
Did you? Right when it started?
Well, yeah, because he was going to dinner, and I was.
Should have just stayed and kicked it.
Well, I made plans with Hannah, and we like went hot tubbing and shit. So I didn't watch any of the race.
Oh, really?
No.
It was actually really good. So,
I don't think I've
So
ever.
you-
I don't think I've ever planned on watching something
And never
then-
not seeing
then
any
not
of it.
seeing any of it. I just
that's pretty funny.
this happened last year too. Well, I mean, I think I watched it.
But
Actually,
again,
I don't even think I
yeah.
watched it on the Monday
On
last
Monday?
year.
I definitely watched it the Monday.
They gotta start moving the date, or
Well, it's just Florida being fucking weird with their weather.
yeah.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
You know, what I was thinking it'd be funny if they did like a dome. But that'd be so huge. That'd be such a huge dome.
That's hilarious. What if it just covered like the track?
Well, or that. I was
Yeah.
kind of thinking that
That would
too.
be fun.
Just
Just like this, like tent.
everyone's
Basically.
like the fumes. Everyone's it's
Yeah.
high off them. Just smells like tires and just gas and exhaust.
That would not be good for television though.
No.
But yeah, pretty good race. It was definitely weird. So first 15 laps, we got it going. There was a huge wreck.
Yeah.
16 cars involved.
That thing, I saw the rerun of that.
Yeah,
And that
so
was nasty.
16 cars involved, and simultaneously a thunderstorm came through and just wrecked, all plans of the race. And it was delayed for 5 hours and 40 minutes.
That's crazy.
They restarted the race at, I want to say it was 9 p.m. Eastern time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So late.
Which I was shocked that they were kind of forcing it, but I mean, hey, I guess they figured out a way to get it done, and it ended in about 3 hours after that.
Michael McDowell.
Michael McDowell won his first ever race, and it was the Daytona 500, 358th career start.
You never forget your first.
Yeah.
And especially if it's a Daytona.
Yeah. Everything I've read about him too is that he's the nicest dude in the garage too.
That's nice.
So that's cool for him. Although I will point out though, at the All-Star race last year when he turned Bubba Wallace into the wall, Bubba was not a huge fan of him.
What number is McDowell?
He's 34.
That's a decent number. I can rock with that.
Yeah, races for Front Row Motorsports, something like that.
Was he leading this race a lot too, or
No, he was near the front, I think. And he was and then ironically there was a wreck on the very last turn of the race, or second to last turn of the race, that wiped out a bunch of guys. Your boy Brad was in that. He was trying. So it was Logano was in first. His teammate Brad Keselowski right behind him, and Brad trying to go underneath him to pass him for the lead, and McDowell just was in third and just got right through it.
Yeah.
And he actually was not leading until like the last probably couple hundred yards, or 100 yards, give or take.
And nobody in our NASCAR pool, which you're going to talk about in a second, no one has Michael McDowell. No.
Because if I had to put money on it, he's not going to win another race this year. And maybe not even again in his career.
Well, yeah, if this is his first win in his 358th start, I would probably take those odds with you.
358 starts is 10 seasons worth.
That's a lot. That's putting in the work.
Yeah. So yeah.
So our NASCAR pool has one new member.
One new member, one returning member.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get after it here. So
who we got? Tell everybody who.
So our lineup is Alex
Ridley. Yeah.
She's back in it. Ashley. I think you guys know Ashley, right?
I think yeah.
Danny is back. He missed last season, but he's back now.
Yep.
And then new roommate Dylan is in it this year, and then of course us two, and the Peanut Gallery, G Baby,
which he needs to make an appearance.
He does. It's been a long time. I almost invited him on, but I was like, I don't want to force it.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
He was feeling good, so I think he might have done it. But we'll wait till next week.
Yeah.
Wait till next week.
So Garrett is obviously the defending champ. He had Chase Elliott.
Hate to say it, but yes, he is.
And he still has Chase Elliott. Basically, the way we did it this year was we got to pick one driver of our two that we had last year.
Yeah.
Because
we spread the wealth.
Yeah, exactly. To kind of bring the new members back in as fairly as possible. And there's 7 of us. And we all, I think, have the 7 best drivers. And
Yeah.
So Garrett still has Chase. You stuck with Keselowski. I kept Kevin Harvick, and Ashley kept Danny Hamlin. Alex had Alex Bowman and Clint Boyer last year. She obviously had to let Clint Boyer go because he retired.
Yeah.
And she let Alex Bowman go and picked up Joey Logano. But ironically, she still drafted Bowman in the second round, so she got him back. So she just basically replaced bum-ass Clint Boyer with a championship contender in Joey Logano.
Did she end up in last year? She had to, right?
By far, yeah.
Because
she had like half as many points as second to last.
Oh wow.
Yeah, poor thing. She had no chance.
No,
I mean,
no chance.
We all had the best drivers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for her.
And we have new rules.
Different
rules.
Slightly different rules. Pretty much the same as last year. Win gets you a 5. Top 5 gets you 2 points. A top 10 gets you 1, and a stage win gets you 1, and then those double in the postseason.
Yep.
Which are the last 10 races. But this year we had a little wrinkle with DNFs, which means did not finish.
Or DNPs.
Well, it's DNF because DNP would be did not play. But that's.
Oh, I thought it did not place, like wasn't in the race.
No.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Did not finish, meaning they did not finish the race.
Yeah.
So that gets you -1 for each time that happens. And that happened at Daytona. That happens frequently, and there were 6 of them for our drivers, for our 14 drivers, which is funny.
And I like how you did this because it's gonna make me pay more attention and actually root more for it.
Yeah.
Or get mad about it.
Yeah, because like in the past, it would suck if your driver crashed out in the race or whatever. But this is gonna make it sting even a little bit more.
Yeah, like damn, -1.
And I mean, honestly, the best drivers don't let this happen that often.
Not really.
It usually just happens mostly at Daytona and Talladega, the super speedways. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun season.
Yeah, we got 7 of us, right?
Yep, 7 of us.
And it's all bragging rights, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which is arguably worse than getting money.
Right. Your number 2 driver this year is
Kyle Larson, and apparently he's a racist.
He is. But what comes first, winning? And 2 is morality, right?
I mean, it wasn't a good look how he got caught. You know what I mean? He had a hot mic and he said something he shouldn't have said.
The wrong word. I mean, I used to root for Kyle because he's from Northern California. I think he's from Elk Grove.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's unfortunate what happened. Hopefully he learned from it.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
You know.
Honestly, and I was gonna pick him if you didn't.
I had a feeling.
Yeah. So.
And people might ask or think to themselves that they don't know that we've been doing this.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing it? Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
It's like we're just having fun with it. You know what I mean? It's
pretty
just
much.
all for fun and games.
You gotta have something to do on Sundays other than watch football because football's over. Now we got NASCAR.
I'm getting real close to buying a fucking Keselowski shirt.
Dude, you need to find a Miller Lite one though.
What I really want is an MGD. Like I'd be willing to get like a Rusty Wallace MGD one.
You'd make my dad happy if you.
Was that your dad's guy?
That was my dad's boy.
Yeah. I don't know. Just I picked Brad originally because I know you think he's douchey as fuck, and he kind of is. He's like that.
He's just a goof.
He's a goof
Total
for
goof.
sure. Dude, he's a good racer though.
He's good, yeah. He kind of revived himself last year. He was not. He had a few off years after. I mean, he won the championship I think in 2012.
Gotcha.
And then was a little bit dry after that. Speaking of Miller Lite, can you pass me one of those over there?
Sure can. Getting a Miller Lite one would be sick though.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know if he's on his sponsor schedule this year, but they need to bring Miller Lite back.
I know it's
Fucking Discount Tire.
I would not
get rid of that shit.
One of my best friends worked at America's Tire for a long time. That would not get a Discount Tire shirt.
No.
Just wouldn't do it. But yeah, that Rusty Wallace MGD, the black and the gold car, it's so
smoking.
It's so clean.
Yeah.
It's just so clean.
Yeah.
And I am not opposed to getting one. The 2 cars just
2 cars pretty
even though it's
clean.
not Brad, it's still the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I think all the Penske cars are pretty clean because like Blaney is with Penske, he's the 12 car, and then Logano's 22. Yeah, they got a good look going there. Speaking of Blaney, Ashley has Blaney now this year. I had him last year. She snagged him from me. And I picked up Eric Almirola with the very last pick, Kevin Harvick's teammate. So I'm hoping that tandem can bring me something good this year.
Yep.
He was running well too early in the race. It was Harvick and Almirola when the crash happened were 1 and 2, and Almirola was part of the crash, unfortunately. So yes, optimism coming from Team Haas this year. All right. Anything else you want to talk about as far as racing goes?
No.
Before we get into Q&A?
Just hope. I just want to get more into it. It's like I was kind of. I was always a big Tony Stewart guy.
I hated Tony Stewart, but anyway, it was just more like the Jeff Gordon Tony Stewart rivalry kind of.
Like I would definitely rock a Tony Stewart Home Depot shirt, no question about it.
That was a classic car.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm glad racing's back. It's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Try get more into it, watch more of it. Maybe just enjoy racing. So it's something for me that's still hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like the cars just going in circles and circles and circles 500 times, or 250 times depending on what it is. It's a little tough.
Yeah.
Like even you don't watch the full race. Do you?
It's hard. It's one of those things you kind of throw on. You watch the first 15 laps, just kind of get the feel or whatever. Then you try to do something productive.
And then you
keep
watch
checking back.
Then you watch the last 10 laps.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. But I'm happy it's back because, like you said, since football's gone, we got to watch something on Sunday.
Yeah. Also, update on the standings, I guess, really quick. Chase Elliott and Austin Dillon, those are Garrett's 2 drivers, got him both top 5 finishes. So he's got the lead with 4 points. Ashley's got 3 points in second place. I've got 1. Gage and Dylan got 0. Danny's got -1, and Alex has -2. Both their drivers did not finish. Poor thing. I promise you, Joey Logano is going to be the right pick.
Yeah.
But just, it wasn't this weekend.
I'm cool at 0 because now that minus is an option.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
cool
better
at
than negative.
I'm cool at 0 right
Yeah.
now for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm not tripping. Dylan's not tripping.
Yeah.
But
Because you still did get a top 5 or top 10 finish from
Yeah.
Larson, but then Brad crashed on that last lap, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Yeah, that sucks.
So
Especially when he was in the fucking lead, or in second rather.
yeah.
But yeah,
Of course, Garrett off the bat. I mean, Chase Elliott he's a stud.
he is.
He's just a fucking stud. He really is.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about Daytona though is just like, anything can happen.
Yeah.
You can't take too much stock out of this
No.
one race. But it will be fun. They're racing the road course this weekend, so they're going
Nice.
back to back at Daytona.
Sweet.
I know who won. I think Kyle Busch actually won the duel, or the not the duel, but the
Clash.
Busch Clash.
Yeah,
so.
Dylan and I were watching that because they were showing it. And,
No, yeah,
and I mean, I remember. I think we were watching it live.
yeah, we were on the last episode.
So I totally forgot. I was like, yeah, I haven't even seen this. And I was like, wait, I remember actually watching.
Yeah, we actually did watch it.
Because Chase
Chase Elliott spun out Ryan Blaney on the last lap, and they were 1-2.
and then
And then Kyle Busch just drove right
yeah.
by.
I was like, I did see this, but
Yeah.
it was funny.
Yeah, so that should be a fun one.
The Busch Clash.
All right.
Q&A time.
Let's go. It's back.
When was the last time we did
This is
this?
the second time this year. We did it. We did a Friday special
Yeah.
of Q&A only.
Oh, okay, that's the last time we've done it.
It was like the first week of the
Oh.
year. Yeah, it's the last time we done it.
So I'm gonna let you handle this first question because I don't know shit about this.
Sure, if you want to ask it.
Yeah, from Tyler Moffitt, friend of ours, friend of the house. He said, "Who is Captain Stricker picking for the Ryder Cup team?"
So Captain Stricker is Steve Stricker, and the Ryder Cup team is a golf team that.
I do know that.
Yeah. So the Ryder Cup is just a yearly tournament between the Europeans and the Americans.
Yeah.
12 golfers a team.
Well, actually, I'll answer this. Stricker should pick Tyler.
Yeah, you're gonna make it.
Yeah, you're gonna make it.
Right,
You're gonna make it, Moffitt. I promise. You're gonna make it.
But I was kind of looking at it. I did a very small amount of research
Yeah.
to think of who he might pick. All I hope that Jordan Spieth is there, Dustin Johnson.
Fowler.
That would be cool. I don't know if Ricky would make the team. Definitely Justin Thomas, Brooks Koepka for sure. I hope that Tiger.
That'd be cool.
Tiger and Phil even though they're past their prime.
How many people can you pick for the whole team?
So the team is 12 golfers.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's probably some other guys I'm missing. Obviously, Nate Lashley has been playing pretty well, even though he choked the tournament up this weekend. And even the guy who won at Berger, he's American too. So, yeah. Those are the guys I would like to see at
This
least.
is also what I want to watch more of is golf, which sounds probably super boring to some. But
Yeah.
when we were watching on Sunday,
Hey, Dylan throws it on all the time. So
and it's not. I mean, it's an acquired it's an acquired
Yeah.
taste.
it's kind of relaxing too. If you don't, if there's nothing else on,
Yeah.
just throw on some golf. It's kind of like NASCAR in a way.
Yeah.
You just throw it on. You don't necessarily have to pay super close attention.
Yeah, you just kind of just
Yeah. It's
watch
just,
it.
Yeah, a little bit of background.
So hoping I can
Background
get a
noise.
little more. Maybe I'll even try to play my first round ever.
Yeah, let's do it, dude. Let's at least go to the driving range, just whack some balls.
Oh, I'm down with that for
Yeah.
sure. It's just I would like to try to play. I mean, I know I'd be pissed because I've never played, but
Yeah,
I
it's
think
definitely frustrating. I still get frustrated.
and I wouldn't
when
get
play.
and me playing, it's like I wouldn't get frustrated. I just
Yeah.
or I would try not to.
Yeah.
I would just be like, dude, it's my first time doing this. I know I'm not going to be good.
It's not as easy sport to pick
You'd be
up.
like somebody who because I frisbee golf, and the same thing as if somebody were to be like, hey, let's go frisbee golfing. I was
When they
like,
play for the first time. Yeah.
I was like, dude, I always tell people when they ask me if I want to play, and I asked, have you played before? And they say no.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you're not going to like it the first time.
Yeah, especially if you're going to Skyline.
Skyline, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I have not played in a long time.
But I know I would the same thing if I were to play actual golf. But I would like to play or try it out,
Yeah,
or driving range for sure.
yeah. I think that we should do that first, and then maybe play around after that.
Our next question is from our good friend Arb16. He asks, if you were the 49ers, what would you be willing to give up for Watson, as in Deshaun Watson, players or picks?
Yeah, players and picks.
Players and picks.
Yeah, what combination?
I'll ask you this right here. Would you give up Joey Bosa for Deshaun Watson?
Nick? No.
Or Nick, yeah.
I don't think I would. I know quarterback is really important, but I mean, what if, like, I wouldn't give up a surefire thing like Nick Bosa, who's just going to be an elite pass rusher, assuming he's healthy, for the next 10 years, to get Deshaun Watson, who I know he's great, but who knows? Maybe he comes over here and it's just not the right fit, and he leaves in 4 years or less, or just, yeah.
So would you want Deshaun Watson?
Absolutely.
I mean, it sounds like a stupid question.
Absolutely, yes. But I think something reasonable that I could think of would be giving up a guy like Fred Warner, who's an All-Pro linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
However, linebacker is kind of becoming a position that's less, coveted, I guess, if you will. But he's still an All-Pro at the same time. Plus maybe 2 or 3 first-round draft picks if that's what it has to take.
It's tough because the quarterback position is just,
it's so important.
You need it so bad.
And especially, the topic's been brought up a lot since the Rams traded for Matthew Stafford, is that the Niners now have the worst quarterback in the division.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. And honestly, they could easily have the best team even if they had to give up a big piece plus picks to get a guy like Deshaun Watson. So I think you got to do it if it's there. Now, I got to imagine John Lynch is mulling it over.
Oh yeah. Would you give up Kittle straight up for Watson?
It would sting. I don't think they would give up an offensive player, honestly.
Would you rather keep Bosa or Kittle?
Fuck. You're really going to do that to me.
I have to.
You're really going to do that to me.
It's what we're here for. It's tough. I do think both those players are on a Hall of Fame trajectory.
Yeah. As much as I love George Kittle,
You'd rather give up George Kittle.
I think Bosa is more valuable, and it showed this year.
Yeah, I agree.
Because definitely the offense is more dynamic with Kittle there, of course, because he's awesome. But I mean, if you're bringing in a guy like Deshaun Watson, and I also feel like guys or dynamic offensive players come around a little bit more often these days than dynamic pass rushers do.
I mean, he's the next Lawrence Taylor.
Oh boy!
According to some, which I don't know.
And Javon Kinlaw is the next Warren Sapp too, right?
Yeah, so you guys are the next LT, and you got Warren Sapp.
Dude, we're
you
gonna
guys
be unbelievable.
Kiss the rings.
Yeah,
It's
fucking 85 Bears coming our way.
Yeah.
$02.
$2. Our next question is from Seven Waffles, our friend Devin.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for asking a question. She asks, please explain all of NASCAR. And I'll give you a little backstory to this because she loves racing. She's really into F1.
Yeah.
And she wants to get into NASCAR, she said. She just doesn't really understand the rules as much. And I don't expect you to lay it all out right now because that's a lot of
I'll
time.
give it a little background though.
Yeah.
So I guess comparably to F1, it's definitely different. Most tracks are oval shaped rather than road course.
Yes.
But they do run plenty of road courses, especially now. Obviously, the cars are not as high tech as Formula One cars. They're stock cars.
Yeah.
NASCAR stands for National Association of Stock Car Auto Racing.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew it stood for something.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what it did stand for.
Yeah. So yeah, they're definitely a different game, but it's more NASCAR is more about endurance than it is about being technical.
And would you say F1's more technical?
Definitely more technical, definitely more precision involved.
Yeah.
Obviously, pitting is very different.
Mm-hmm.
Teams do pit on the fly in NASCAR, but oftentimes the pitting comes during cautions. Cautions are also very different. Cautions don't happen as much in F1, and usually they don't stop the race. They always stop the race in NASCAR. Which they sometimes do stop the races in F1, but it's just not as common as in NASCAR. What else? Yeah, the mileage. I mean, you're getting generally 400 miles, if not 500, every race.
As opposed to what does F1 usually do?
I'd have to do some research. I think their races are shorter though.
Gotcha.
I think they're generally in the 60 to 70 lap range, depending on how long the track is. NASCAR, you're running like 150, 200 laps, give or take.
Gotcha. Even I'm learning right now.
Yeah.
I still don't know a lot about NASCAR. I know you've been studying this shit since you were 5, so.
In F1, it's always 10 teams with 2 cars per team, and it's 1 crew per team. In NASCAR, there's give or take 40 cars on the track always, and 40 teams, or 40 teams, but each car is with an team owner. So there's like the main teams are Penske, Hendrick, Stewart-Haas, I'm forgetting one.
Joe Gibbs.
And Joe Gibbs.
Yeah.
Those are like the 4 big dogs, and then Chip Ganassi's there too. They all have 3 or 4 cars. And then there's also smaller teams that only have a car or 2. But yeah, I mean, it's not that much different. But yeah, I think the biggest thing you notice is like the pitting strategies are different. Tire wear is totally different. The fact that it's more endurance racing rather than, technical racing, I guess. Yeah, but it's really not that hard to get into. I guess if she had more specific questions, I'd be able to explain more. But
I told her to talk to you. But, she's.
Yeah. I'd be happy to answer more.
Yeah.
If she wants to come over and watch a race or whatever.
Yeah. Do you want to ask the next question, or so if you can?
Sure. My mother, Margan. I wonder if my dad's ever listened and known what we're talking about and explained to her why we say it that way.
The faux.
Moses Malone.
Moses Malone.
Anyways.
We always, every time we say,
it's hard not to.
Faux.
So she's got a couple questions for us. She is so psyched about baseball. She asked, what do you think the Giants look like this season?
Probably piss, but I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah. I mean, last year they did surprise us. They played almost 500 ball, almost made the playoffs.
Yeah.
They just had to win 1 fucking game, but they couldn't.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Anywho.
I'm
excited to see what they look like. I don't have any expectations.
And I also think your mom's kind of poking fun because usually after the Super Bowl is when it's officially baseball season.
Yeah, to her.
Even though baseball isn't going to start for a couple more months.
We got pitchers and catchers pretty soon.
Yeah.
I think spring training's first games are in like less than 2 weeks.
I mean, I hope the Giants are great. I'll watch them regardless.
Yeah.
The Giants are one of those teams to me now. I can enjoy watching a full baseball game. A lot of people can't.
Yeah.
I could literally sit there and watch all 9 innings and be fine.
Oh, same.
Easily.
It's therapeutic.
I was just saying, it's therapeutic, honestly, to watch it.
There's the little nuances of baseball too. To me, are fun. Not everybody gets into it.
Yeah.
Like you said. And I think in a way,
like when it comes to the broadcast, like the announcers are kind of funny. And
they
show people like in the stands.
Kruk and Kuip are the best.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun to listen to.
Yeah.
They definitely make the experience, especially like when the game is like kind of moving slow.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely make it, keep it light.
Yeah, and they make it a point to try to make it fun.
Yeah. And you can tell they're just buds too, which is awesome. Because I would bet that not every broadcasting crew around
that tight
is that cool. Yeah.
Her next question is a good one because she says, "Do you think we'll make it to a game or 4?"
Yeah. So she says 4 because my dad for Christmas got us each 2 sets of 4 game vouchers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For tickets
for this
season. So obviously it's up in the air. I do have faith, however, that we will have fans in the stadiums in Oakland and San Francisco this year.
It'd be awesome to go to a game.
Yeah,
it really.
I wouldn't even care if there's only 10,000 people in the stands.
I don't care how many people. Like as long as
that's a normal Giants game these days, anyways.
As long as I'm there, I don't care who else is there. I'd rather be the only guy there.
Yeah, I just hope they don't fucking price them out. Honestly, that's all I fear.
I'm not trying to pay $100 to sit in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just not what I want.
I think it'd be cool if they just kind of like, you get to almost like, other than maybe like the very bottom's front section, kind of it's just general admission seating.
Yeah,
I think that'd be tight.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, especially if you're only selling 10,000 seats.
I really hope we could get to a game. Awesome.
that'd be great. Maybe I'll use one of my vouchers on you.
Whoa, look at you.
Go live from AT&T or Oracle Park.
Dude, that'd be sick. Just sports. We're here.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the Giants. I guess you kind of really didn't answer the question, but I think they'll be okay.
They'll be fine.
I don't think they're gonna be the worst team in baseball, but their pitching staff is definitely iffy. They're probably a 70-something win team.
I'll tell you this: they're not going to win the division.
They're definitely not winning the division.
No.
Their bullpen stinks.
It's just it smells.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
I'll give it to your mom though. She's always optimistic about the Giants.
Oh, she loves her baseball.
Yeah.
That's the one sport that she really has always had some love for.
Yeah.
Probably because I play baseball, I'm guessing. But
Yeah. Well, hey, let's not get too carried away.
speaking of baseball, my buddy Jared Lemke is asking a question, or not even asking a question. He's making a suggestion.
This is cool. He definitely has not said anything on this before, which is nice.
I don't know if he's ever asked a question.
No, so we appreciate that.
Yeah. Shout out, Jared. How you doing, bud? Anyways, he says, create a drinking game for the NBA All-Star Game. And I believe this is genius.
Yeah.
And not only for the All-Star Game, but for just sporting events in general.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun to just post drinking games.
Well, I think it'd be cool, to do that for us, but also maybe for the fans too, if they want to play along.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know. And also, shout out to Jared, because he's a hooper.
He is.
That guy
yeah.
can play. He can play. He can hoop.
Dude, he was a little badass in high school.
He played for Vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was always like smaller than everybody, but
No,
and even baseball too. Honestly,
Yeah.
I used to love in baseball. We're gonna go on a little Jared Lemke rant. Never thought I'd do this.
That's why we're here.
In baseball, he would always hit leadoff, and he was a smaller guy, right?
Yeah.
But the dude had a freaking big stick,
Did he?
and teams, when we were younger, would bring their outfielders in when he came up to bat, and he'd launch them over their heads.
Really?
It was fucking beautiful. It was so much fun to watch.
That's funny. That's cool. No, we'd always play basketball with him at the airport.
Oh yeah,
or
He
airport.
could ball for sure.
He could play.
Yeah, definitely one of those.
I always loved playing against him because I knew how good he was. But I always feel like when we played, he would never take it serious. Which I was like, dude, I want your best. Like, I want your best.
Yeah.
And he might have, but just to me, it kind of seemed like he was
Because
like,
he just had that easy
exactly.
going way of his game or whatever.
exactly. So yeah, thanks,
Good old
Jared.
Jared.
Ask us more questions or ask
Mhm.
us more things. Appreciate it. I haven't seen him in a long time.
I know.
I know he's
I'm pretty sure he still lives in that.
he's all familyed out.
Yeah.
I'm really happy.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
He's got like 2 kids, I think, right? Sweet.
Do you have two? Do you have two, Jared?
Yeah. Do you have 2? I'm pretty sure. I follow him on the
Either
gram.
way, congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful little family he's got there.
Yeah. Thank you for all the questions.
Yes. 6, not too bad.
I like 6.
6 is a nice number.
Doesn't make it feel like it's going on forever.
Yep.
And all of them were for relatively legit questions too.
It wasn't like Nick or James saying some bullshit,
Yeah.
which we appreciate.
Get housed on the air, dude.
Drink 4 locos on the air. Just get completely housed.
Yeah. Last call, baby. What do we got?
What do we got? Did you want to mention Vincent Jackson?
Yeah. So go ahead.
Vincent Jackson passed away.
He did.
Known for being on the Chargers and Buccaneers, I would say.
Yeah, he was a good player, man.
It just bums me out.
Yeah, it's sad.
I think he was a 3-time Pro Bowler, maybe 4-time Pro Bowler. I mean, he wasn't. He wasn't like great, but he was definitely a name. that
He
people
definitely
knew.
had probably 5-6 year run, give or take, that he was in the upper echelon of the supers
exactly.
in the league. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we don't know what really
Yeah.
happened.
So he was just found in a hotel, dead.
Very young. He's young.
38 years old.
I
Pretty sad.
hate to hear it. Hate to see that. Hate
Yeah.
to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be interested to see what the reasoning was.
Yeah, as far as I've read, there's no signs of foul play or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I heard that he'd been checked into this hotel for a long time,
Really?
over a month,
Oh wow.
and he was reported missing eventually, and then
Wow.
they found him dead, which is crazy.
I don't know if he had any kids or like a wife.
I don't know. I didn't read anything about that, but
I just condolences to the
Yeah,
family, and it's
absolutely.
shitty. Very shitty on that. I actually listened to our podcast for the first time last night,
wow, Gage.
all the way through.
Oh, you did it last night
Last night, yeah.
when you were smashed or what?
Oh yeah. Well, because it was, because yesterday was Monday, and I usually listen to like Colin Cowherd, or I listen to like Chris Broussard.
Yeah.
But on the weekends they don't do it, so I didn't have anything to listen to. So I was like, well, I got a bunch that I can listen to. I listened to it and it was cool. I was always, people
skeptical.
People probably think like, wow, this is the first time. I was like, and I'm like, yeah, 'cause I don't like to hear my voice.
Yeah. I don't listen to him anymore either, honestly.
It just sounds. I mean,
especially since we don't really, for the most part, everything's uncut now.
Yeah.
When we do these episodes, so.
I also did listen to the first one.
When yesterday?
Last night too, yeah.
Oh really?
Or like not the whole thing, but
Yeah.
I gave it a chance.
Oh
It's,
boy.
it's just. I mean, it's not bad. It's just.
Just a little messy.
Eh.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was our first one, but it's just funny.
I mean, reminiscing about that first one, I don't know how you remember it, but I remember just saying, "Hey, just come over. Let's just record ourselves talking about sports, and see how it goes."
And we did it in the foyer. We did it in the foyer.
In the foyer.
which you could hear more of an echo in the foyer for sure.
This is definitely a better setting.
Like last night when I was listening to the one from last week, it sounds like we're not doing it from a phone, kind of. You know?
Yeah.
It sounds like we actually have like a
Night and day.
microphone and all that kind of stuff.
Which we might get there one of these
It will
days.
get there.
Yeah.
It was just
I don't know if you've listened. Probably not. But any of the ones in my other bedroom, I feel like that was the best because it was a tighter
confined
quarters.
space. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah.
Yes.
I need to go back and listen to some of the early episodes, just see what it was like.
Yeah.
We definitely come a long way.
I think we've gotten better.
Yeah.
We've gotten more buttoned up.
Yeah, a little more organized.
A little more organized.
A little less robotic.
Equally as drunk.
Equally as drunk. Sometimes way too drunk.
I do want to listen to the Dylan one.
Oh god. Oh, god.
I do want to get to that
That's
point.
the last one I probably listened to basically the whole thing of.
Yeah.
Because Dylan and Katie and Garrett wanted to watch it on YouTube one day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was fucking terrible. Oh my god.
Well, it's all fun.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
One thing I want to mention is so you asked me if I got a Martin Jones jersey, right?
Oh yeah.
and so no, I did not get a Martin Jones jersey.
Thank you, by the way. Thank you.
That would be an absolute, egregious mistake.
Egregious.
But one thing, so I did a little shopping on Fanatics the other day, and something about the gear and apparel that these brands make nowadays, so much of this shit is so ugly and terrible. Like I'm just scrolling, like I would never touch that.
Yeah.
Nope.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible.
They gotta have like their normal shit and like a throwback type thing, like Mitchell and Ness kind of.
Yeah.
But like.
I actually scrolled through Mitchell Ness, and Mitchell Ness has a lot of dope shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's super expensive.
Yeah, they were pretty
Super
pricey.
expensive.
That freaking Budweiser hat that I sent you.
That thing.
I think is so sick.
That thing's clean.
Yeah, the bill's a little funky.
Yeah, the top of the bill is kind of weird.
Little much.
No, that's what really turns me off. I think I would. I wouldn't wear it because it's a Warriors one.
Yeah.
But it's just like, why do they have the Budweiser on it?
I have no clue. I don't know if it's like some well, because it says Budweiser and it says courtside.
Yeah.
Underneath it. I don't know if that was like an advertisement.
Did you buy it?
No. I wish.
How much was it?
It was only like
30
30 something. Yeah.
Not too bad.
It was reasonable.
Not too bad. Do they have Kings ones like that?
They might. Really, what I've been searching for is I want either whether it's a snapback or a dad hat, of navy blue with the W, like that W on it with the lightning bolt.
That's pretty sweet.
I would just want that on a hat, but I
They
cannot. Nobody has it. It's been pissing me off. It's like I feel like that should be a hat.
You would think that'd be like the first thing they would do when they're coming up with apparel.
Yeah, right.
Just do a basic hat with a W.
Yeah. Well, especially since they've been rocking the throwback looking uniforms. They're kind of like the Oakland Forever jerseys or whatever.
Yeah.
I've been looking for one, but yeah, that's just like I was doing it for like all the teams that I was buying gear for. I was like, dude, this is such garbage. So much of it. Some of the hats.
No, I get what you mean. Cause I'm like when it comes to clothing, I'm very picky.
Yeah,
You know?
I like basic stuff. Like a shirt like this.
Yeah.
Like the main.
That's
logo.
a cool shirt. I brought that. But I just don't like the color schemes and they're doing too much.
Yeah.
It's too like futuristic.
Like I don't know like who they're trying to tailor to, what gets bought that's like this shit, and like why do they got to keep making it?
Well, it's the reason why it's all on there because no one's fucking buying it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing here?
It's like I feel like they're wasting their money making all this stuff that no one would buy?
Yeah, it's
Why did you just make only normal looking stuff?
like something someone would buy if they don't even watch the sport
Exactly.
or don't care that
yeah.
much, or like something you would get like a family member, like a dad on Christmas.
Yeah.
Like if I got my dad some stupid ass shit, he'd probably look at it and be like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm not wearing this." So you said you got like 4 shirts or a couple
I
shirts?
got 4 shirts, a hat, and a sweatshirt, and I will make sure to rock them in sequence on air
for the next month.
for the next month when they get here.
And
I think they're coming in 2 weeks. So.
the Bay Area boy that you are, they're all 4 different teams, right, for the shirts?
If you must know, I got a Warriors hoodie,
I know you're dying to tell me anyways.
Sharks t-shirt, Giants t-shirt, Niners t-shirt, and then I had to upgrade the Kevin Harvick apparel since it's NASCAR season.
Whoa,
So
yeah.
I got a Stuart Haas t-shirt, and then I got a new Bush light hat.
Did you?
Because I kind of soiled that one on New Year's. I don't know if anyone watched that video.
Oh,
you pouring?
Did you got thrown in the wash?
I probably should.
I mean, it might fuck it.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm just gonna fuck it up.
Or you could hand wash it and just maybe try doing that. Hand wash
Yeah.
it and then.
I mean, I could probably still wear it. I'm sure it's fine, but the new one's pretty slick.
Is it?
You're gonna have to wait to hear about the color scheme.
Is it more like a snapback or is it more like a dad hat?
It's the same exact style as
okay.
that one.
Do they do snapbacks in NASCAR? Or like or like the.
It's funny because I can only find
Or like the trucker hat, like that.
that
like
trucker
shark
style hat. For I don't know if it's only Kevin Harvick or if it's only like a Stuart Haas brand or something like that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I like that fit too because it's kind of deeper.
Mm.
Cause I got a weird shaped dome.
Oh, I do too. I got a big head. Like I like that Sharks Fanatics.
that Sharks
trucker.
one.
I like the trucker kind of like the
Yeah.
mesh hats in the back.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite hats
Yeah, I think
for
that's-
sure. All right, boss.
I don't think I got anything else.
Alrighty, we got Daytona Road Course next weekend, like we mentioned.
Let's go, Kyle, or Kyle Larson.
Kyle.
And let's go.
He's actually, I think he's a pretty decent road course guy. And then you got Brad is not much of a road course guy, but you never know.
Yeah, we got Bradley playing. Bradley Keselowski.
Yes, sir. All right,
Cool.
we'll see y'all next week. Thanks for listening. Peace.